Welcome back to the Cricket Today show, brought to you by TABTouch, who bring you daily sports markets covering every BBL match so you never miss a beat. I'm your host, Liam McAllion, also known as the Stats Guy. We've got a very pumped up Jai Richardson fan. Jai Richardson's #1 fan. How you going, Leo? He fired up last night.
Life is good right now.
Life is good.
We've got India right where we want them.
Oh yes, Jai's going well.
Jai Richardson is maybe God and Jesus, if you're a religious man. And the Renegades are starting their title campaign tonight.
It's a good day.
It is a great time to be an Australian cricket fan and a Renegades fan and a Jai Richardson fan.
Oh my God. So you're just overwhelmed, mate.
Mate, I'm loving it. And I guarantee you on Wednesday's show, I'm going to come in and be like, Jai Richardson's injured, Renegades lost, Australia somehow drew them.
Australia losing. Oh my God. True.
I'm just going to enjoy it for now.
I like your positivity for once. It's very good. Obviously, no Marcus Bazzano. Some people might say that's a good thing, but yeah, we will miss him for this show.
He's gone into hiding after saying Jai Richardson would get injured.
Yeah, and he didn't get injured, got 3 for. But it's only one game in. But you picked him in your Big Bash, your BBL SuperCoach side.
Yes,
so
and I said most wickets on the show. So.
Yeah, did you?
Yes,
oh,
sucked in.
Very nice. But this is going to be a funny show because we don't listen to each other a lot of the time, so we got to lock in.
It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, jeez, oh yeah, great. Feel every play and be right in the action throughout a massive Aussie summer of cricket with TABTouch. Huge show today covering cricket news. Obviously, the third test between Australia and India. We're going to go through that up to day 3. A bit of rain. We've got it on in the background. It looks like it could. I really hope we don't have another washout day because that's just the worst.
So for those watching, this will be going out as day 3 is happening. So anything on day 3 may be missed, but we're going to cover day 2 and just have a little general chat about it.
And we're not going to miss much, spot on, and we're not going to miss much if it is raining. So it's probably not a bad outcome for us. But in terms of the cricket, we want them to get back out there. We're going to have a BBL 14 opener wrap. So the first game last night was really good. And then you've got some upcoming games until Wednesday. The Renegades are back, the Sixers,
I've got some big calls for tonight's game.
Oh,
big calls.
There we go. And then we always finish off with the fan questions and comments. So there's some funny ones in there. Some really good analysis in our comments lately that we like to read out. It makes us look a bit better and a bit more discussion. So there we go. Before we start, make sure you get around this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think we're at 2.2.
2.2.
Ricky Veno's favorite number.
Very good.
242. As well as all the socials, Cricket Today AU. I've said this all week, but Leo's been smashing out so much on the socials.
Stop it.
Yeah,
stop
it. You're killing it on the socials. Cricket Today AU. It just has been popping off. Graphics for Big Bash, for tests, a bit of everything. So get around that. And download TABTouch today. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. All right, let's get into the quick single. Here we go. Your favorite segment, Leo. We're currently on day 3 of the test, but day 1 was a bit sad.
It was a bit sad. It was a bit gloomy. Didn't get through much. 13 overs.
13.2 overs. So rained out for most of the day. The other one, the people at the ground were actually happy that there wasn't 10 more balls being bowled. So if there's 15 overs bowled in a day, you don't get your money back.
Really?
So if there was 10 more balls bowled on Saturday, the fans wouldn't have got refunded. And Cricket Australia had $1 million loss because of that, because of the Saturday.
Far out.
Which is pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
Like imagine you went to a test match, saw 16 overs out of what's in a day, 80 or 90, and you didn't get your money back. You'd be pissed off.
Fuming,
Yeah. So if they bowled 10 more balls, little fun fact for you there, they would have,
That is a fun fact.
There you go. I thought you would like that. Then the other one, everyone's talking about it since Australia's absolutely killing it. What are they? 8 for 4-3-4.
That's the live score.
Live score. I'm just saying it's the live score. It's been a bold decision by India to bowl first.
A bold decision?
Bold decision to bowl first.
Was that a pun?
No, but we'll work on it. People are saying all the Indian fans, I know it's easy to say it in this context, but even Kerry O'Keefe said it on day 1 and a few other commentators and things like that. What do you reckon? Because apparently you're always bad at the Gabba.
They were scared.
Ooh, you reckon?
Yeah, because the bowling has been better than their batting most of the time.
Yeah.
And they just didn't want to put their batsmen in the firing line. I think you should have batted first.
I think it was a little bit of a green pitch, overcast, but it wasn't anything that bad, the pitch.
No.
It looked pretty good to bat on.
As Smith and Head showed.
Exactly. But it's only been, Australia's only batted, so we haven't seen the Indian side of it yet. But what is that decision?
What are they doing?
I think my dad's thing is 9 out of 10 times you pick to bat first.
Yeah.
And on the 10th time you think about bowling and you
bat.
Yeah. Like
Just get your dad on the show.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, we'll get him on.
Just how about dads?
Yeah, there's always dads pop up on the show. Yeah.
Not your dad. Your dad would host. My dad would sit here.
My dad hosts.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll just get Marcus's dad as well.
And that means we don't have to do anything for a day.
Exactly.
That'd be nice. Yeah, Gerald's
dad.
Gerald's dad can produce. Let's get dads everywhere. Next one in terms of world cricket, Shakib Al Hassan. You don't like Shakib, do you? Sometimes.
He's a bit of a tanty.
Yeah.
Has a bit of a tanty.
He's been banned for an illegal bowling action, which is a bit of a surprise. He had to go to England with his sports science place to test out his arm.
Oh, that sounds weird.
Like they had to sports science.
You know how because they're obviously close to like throwing it if they're doing that.
I don't think he was that bad.
I don't know. Why does throwing the ball give me like the ick?
Because it's illegal in cricket?
No, but it's just like, how do people do that?
Oh, no, I agree. In terms of the ick,
it's so easy to just bowl.
No, just go like this. Or be Bumrah and just don't move your arm ever.
That hurts.
That does hurt. But you're right.
Oh, rain delay as we speak.
There we go.
Rain delay. There we go.
We don't want any more.
Got to declare.
Aussies have to declare, you're right. Well, last thing for the quick single, obviously the BBL returned last night, so we were very excited about that. Packed Optus Stadium. Perth always.
They love it.
They turn up because they know they're going to win. They don't lose at Optus Stadium, other than in the final, one of the finals last year. And Scorchers looking scary. The Stars, they weren't horrible, the Stars, but yeah, they've got a few recruits coming in, but they're going to be bad, yeah. And Scorchers look so good.
They get Maxi and Ducker to help their batting, but their bowling is poo-poo.
Yeah, great analysis there, mate. Great nuggets of knowledge.
It's poo-poo.
It is pretty
Literal
bad.
nugget of knowledge, that one.
Literal.
Nugget of poo.
All right, as we are looking at the rain delay in the Brisbane third test, Australia versus India, let's have an Australia versus India third test look. So it's the start of day 3. What is the score? 8 for 435. Australia on 435, Leo.
Pretty good.
Everyone on the first says, oh, we can't bat. Now we're making 400 against
Good
India.
response from our batting because it's been a while since we could make these big scores. Adelaide, we obviously bounced back. Perth was disappointing, and before them was disappointing. So
we're
big
back.
Response.
I think everyone, got a bit carried away with that first test, and you don't agree?
No, we didn't. We were deplorable.
We were bad, but it's only one test. It's all good. So
it wasn't though.
Obviously, we're going to talk about the father of India. They're calling him Travis Head. Ball,
the headmaster.
He's got lots of nicknames. 152 off 160. Just some little stats on him. He's now has over 1,000 test runs just against India.
Really?
Average of 52. So he's up to 1,100 now. I think he just had clicked that over as he batted the other day. Father of India, they're calling him. 163, 137, both in World Cup finals. Oh, sorry, Test Championship final and a World Cup final.
Yep.
Then 140 and 152 recently. He has some big scores against India.
He
does. They don't know how to get him out.
They don't. He knows how to get through Bumrah.
Yeah, he's the only player right now that
he beats Bumrah.
He beats Bumrah.
That is crazy. Headmaster beats, what do we call Bumrah? The big bustling.
Yeah, we've got to be
Bumrah.
careful with
the
that.
BBB.
Yes.
I don't know.
we're not doing that again, Marcus. Marcus isn't even on. He's in your head, I reckon. The other one, Steve Smith, Smudge. He's back, Leo.
Finally.
The man is back. He's now up to the second most Australian tons ever in Test cricket. He's passed Steve Waugh. Is it Steve? Yeah, Steve Waugh. For the second most tons in Australian Test history.
Can the Aussie cricket team say a thank you to cricket today? Because
I think they should.
We got into Marnus, and rightly so. He makes 64. It's a very gritty, good knock 64. We get into Smith, rightly so. Responds with 100. Where are our flowers?
I think we should at least get a letter from the coach, Andrew McDonald.
And then it's job offers.
A video.
Job offers.
A free job offers.
Yeah, we have motivational speakers for the team.
Official podcast of Cricket Australia.
Marnus bats terribly.
And
you're out of the team. Stays in the team, makes a century. There you go.
And they have to sit down and watch our show every week. I reckon we're on something.
And we're going to be on Khawaja next, I think.
Oh,
just depending on another innings. I think he's the next one off the
Maybe on Wednesday. And
then Khawaja will make a ton in Boxing Day.
Yep.
Mate, I'm Leo Damas.
What do your mates call you? Wisdom. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know either.
Leo Damas.
Leo Damas.
It just rolls off the tongue pretty nicely, doesn't it? Or the Dele Leo. That works pretty well, doesn't it? Smith, he's back to his best. He changed his stance. You called for a change in his technique.
He's changed it in every test.
He's a weird
man.
I don't
know about that.
He's a very weird man. But it's back. Someone put the photo side by side. It's his exaggerated stance where he comes across the wicket a bit. It's what he used in 2019 in the Ashes, and he made all those hundreds. And
how does it work, though? Because in Perth, he was too far across.
Yep.
I thought the thing, whatever he was doing in Adelaide, his positioning looked
off, yeah.
No, I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
Still didn't work.
It didn't work, yeah.
But then this test, he's almost sort of facing the bowler a little bit. I don't know. How does that work?
Well, I don't know. I got no idea. He's always been that guy. Like if you're teaching kids how to come up,
don't look at Steve Smith.
Don't look at Steve Smith.
When I was growing up and Steve Smith's making runs for fun, there were so many kids who were just stepping across, thinking they're Steve Smith. Like, mate, you're not.
No one's Steve
Give
Smith.
up, mate.
No
but like, I don't understand.
You look confused, mate.
I'm confused because the way he sets up, like the more front on he sort of gets, the more he leaves himself to be like squared up, which is his issue. I don't know how it works. He made a century. We move on.
But it was it was so good. So 101 off 190 was his total score. He came in at 2 for 38. Obviously, we weren't like in dire straits.
3 for 75.
3 for 75 as well. And then so now he's got 33 century. He's just an absolute freak, and I'm so glad he's made some run. I said before the show, he has a whole chocolate block before. He's just a weird man. A whole chocolate block after every time he makes a century.
What chocolate does he have?
Just a plain dairy milk.
Is it dairy milk? Do you know that for a fact?
Yep. I don't even know if he has a Cadbury sponsorship.
Spice it up,
I know.
Steve.
What's your go-to block, Leo?
Oh, you've put me on the spot here.
I don't mind a top deck. Pretty good.
The Mr. Beast one. Hashtag sponsor us.
Wow, Feastables.
Feastables, that's
No
what
free
it's
ads.
called.
I was going Cadbury.
Feastables, let's do it.
Feastables.
Nah.
Actually, it's nice Feastables.
The Tony's one, that's good. Tony's?
Whitaker's?
No, Tony. People won't know. Move on.
So, no, I was saying like...
I'll get a photo up and show you.
Yeah, it's just me. No, that's all right. What else was I going to say? Next one I wanted to talk on. Bumrah. We have to talk about him.
We have to talk about Bumrah, but not before I show you the chocolate bar.
Oh, that is very good.
I might send it to you, Gerald, so you can get it up on screen.
No, we don't need to do a sponsorship.
So people know that chocolate bar.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. Bumrah, 5 for 72. His shoulders must be that sore. India are
carrying
here you
India,
go, mate.
man.
Can you bowl from both ends? He's going to have a mustache on and bowl from both ends. One's going to be Bumrah.
Mate, if he has a mustache on, then he might get Travis Head out.
What? Because Travis Head's like, it's not Bumrah.
It's the mustache effect.
Yeah, the mustache. Yeah, true.
Well, he has a beard, no Bumrah.
He has like a beard mustache.
Let's have a look. Can we see him? No, never mind.
Bumrah, he has a little bit of a beard. But yeah, 5 for 72, just unbelievable. He's still the best bowler in the world, I think. The fast bowlers wise.
Yeah,
and we've talked about this for ages. But the fact that no one else has more than one wicket, up until late yesterday.
Reddy got Labuschagne.
Reddy got Labuschagne in the end. But still, they
Not
need
in the end. That was at the start.
They need everyone else to lift. No, I'm saying he got one.
They do need everyone else to live, though. Yeah, you're right.
So awesome effort by Bumrah, and
he's a superstar.
We
love Bumrah.
He's got the most wickets by an absolute mile, probably. He's probably got more wickets than all the others combined for India.
You know what? He might,
I think he does. We'll have to look into that one. That's all right. What else happened in this one? Marnus and Siraj, this is a bit of a funny one. They were arguing over the bails.
Yeah, so that's something they do in India. So if it's not working, they switch the bail up.
Is that like a spiritual
I think
thing?
it's like a superstitious thing.
Yeah.
But I'm for it. But like... the thing I didn't like about Siraj yesterday is he kept celebrating without looking and appealing to the umpire. He did it again.
Well,
it was Steve Smith left one, and it was it was umpire's call.
Did the keeper
end.
appeal? Because the umpire, it's happened before. I think it was South Africa. They didn't appeal, and they didn't give it out because the rule is you have to appeal.
Well, Siraj
But
celebrating.
the keeper is allowed to appeal. I think.
I think they appealed.
Yeah,
but it was definitely not like a sure thing.
He's like too.
It was like
cocky
a
and confident,
50-50 LB call.
Yeah.
And he's off celebrating. That's what he's got to get out of his game. Broad did it, but I reckon Broad did it when it was like plum. And if it's plum, I reckon that's allowed because you've beaten him all ends up. But it was a 50-50
call, and he just ran
and it
off.
wasn't even out. It was an umpire's call.
Yeah.
It wasn't even out. So come on, mate.
Sucked in Siraj.
That guy hates Siraj. I like Siraj.
Oh my god,
he's my best friend. I don't like it. I like a great
the way
cricketer,
he plays, but I don't like the way how he acts.
He needs to realise that he needs to pull it back a bit too, because that'll help his cricket. Yeah, but I love his aggression.
So you did say that last pod, like he just lets the emotion take over a little bit when he's a very good cricketer. Yeah. That's a fair call. So we've got a rain delay right now, but who is Carey still in? Yes.
Carey's on like 60-something.
64 of 75 so far, not out. Alex Carey, honestly, that's a great little knock.
Do you think we should declare?
Yes.
Yes. I agree.
We've got no way they're making that many runs.
They could make that runs, but like well, if they do, it's going to be a draw, right?
Yeah. Gerald behind the camera walked in today and said, boys, we need to declare.
Did he?
Yeah, he doesn't even know cricket, and he just goes, guys, we need to declare. We should be having a bowl right now. And I was like, you know what, Gerald? That is bang on.
I just think like if India do make these runs, like make 400, the game's going to be a draw anyway. So we may as well get them out
and try and get some wickets. Yeah.
Be aggressive with it, because it's very unlikely India win from this position. They'd have to, if we declared now, they'd have to make 630.
Yep.
And that normally takes 2 days to do, and that's day 5.
Spot on.
It's like, it's very unlikely they win. They could, but it's very unlikely.
The other thing is, I know it's not Bazball, so they're not going for ball 1, but both these teams will be going for, both these teams aren't known for going for draws very often.
India have been more aggressive than Australia with the bat this series.
So I reckon, even though it's a massive score, there's not, India are going to go for it, so we could get some wickets, or they could make a lot of runs, because they don't want to go for a draw. They're not going to, block it out for ages. I don't think, personally, they'll do that.
Unless it comes to it, unless they have to.
Yeah, unless they have to. Because they don't have Pujara anymore. The brick wall. Yeah. If they had him, they could block it out. But yeah. So we got, rain delay. Hopefully we get back on soon. The current score, just to wrap it up, is 8 for 435 as we're recording this. Yeah. Is that it for the bit of a test wrap? There hasn't actually been that much because we've only had one day, full day, which is a bit sad. But that's all right. Hopefully we get some more cricket. And the Big Bash is going on. So at least we got the Big Bash every night. Segue. It might be a little segue. Yeah, there we go there. Before we get into all things, Big Bash and SuperCoach BBL, make sure to check out TABTouch for their sports markets, which cover every BBL match this season. Got the touch? Download TABTouch today. Think, is this a bet you really want to place? For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. All right. Get into the Big Bash.
Let's do some Big Bash.
Your man, Jai Richardson, was awesome for the Scorchers versus Stars last night. I'll quickly go through the scores and then you can just talk about Jai Richardson. I might have to have a timer on this, actually. Stars, 146 for 9. Honestly, to get to that score was actually a good effort because they were woeful at the start. 20 overs, they got that 146. Peter Siddle did not want to come in at the end. I felt bad for the old guy. He's like, why am I batting? You guys should be making more runs. Scorchers, 154 for 4. They got it done in the 18th over. Who started off there? The man who opened the bowling?
Can I just say thank you to Ben Duckett?
Why?
Because Ben Duckett, being so good at cricket, he has to miss the start of the Big Bash.
Yeah.
Which leads to Joe Clark being picked. And Joe Clark...
I said he was bad.
He's a good cricketer, but coming up against a different kettle of fish, Jai Richardson... He had no idea. What do I do? And Behrendorff bowled a maiden to him, didn't he? He didn't even know how to face Behrendorff, the T20 player of the year. He's got no idea. Joe Clark is a great player, but he's got no idea when it comes to Jason Behrendorff and Jai Richardson.
Big Dorf.
And Jai Richardson just said, thank you very much, mate. You're a village player. I'm just going to take your wicket for fun, and then I'm going to give some low fives. Anyone want a low five? Give me a low five. Under the table. No, I can see that one.
Bang.
He's so good. Moves it both ways, great length, has a Yorker, slower ball bouncer, great action, great player.
Where's the buzzer?
He is God's gift to the earth.
God's gift
to the earth.
Okay.
He's my Christmas present.
I never said he was a bad player. He's an absolute freak.
He's my Christmas present.
He's your Christmas present. If you unwrapped and just a photo of Jai Richardson framed,
I don't even have a New Year's resolution. It's just to watch Jai.
Your New Year's wish, can we say, or Christmas wish is just Jai Richardson to stay healthy. Yeah,
because he's so good.
I'm never ever questioning that he is a freak bowler, right? Maybe not to your level that you're saying he's not a god.
Oh, they're coming back on. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
The Aussies are coming back on.
My ADHD mind is...
That is fine. That is fine. A bit of a cricket update. They look weird. Now it's really sunny in Brisbane. Sounds like Melbourne. I've never questioned Jai Richardson being a freak. It's just, he gets injured all the time and it's sad. I know you're always sad about it. The funny thing was, like how you mentioned the low fives, he had an interview the other day and he goes, I might just put the high fives away, this is the low fives. And last night he didn't do any high fives after he got his wickets. He was doing low fives and little back taps and things like that, which is very funny. The other side of it, Stoinis was okay. I need to get that back up actually. What did he end
37?
up on? 37, I think he ended up on. He was all right. Like he looked pretty solid. But they just couldn't get the strike rate going because the bowlers, all of the Scorchers bowlers are just unbelievable.
Yeah, they got a very strong bowling lineup, don't they?
Yeah.
We didn't even mention Ty, Morris, Agar, Connolly can chip in.
Morris was a bit average.
Hardy didn't even play.
What? That shows how good they're going.
That's crazy.
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty crazy.
Been a bit crazy. Who else got Lance Morris got 2 for, but he genuinely didn't bowl that well. He got smacked around at the start.
Wickets at the end or something.
Yeah. Cooper Connolly was only bowled 2 overs, but it was a good little SuperCoach pickup. Why was he? Because he got 102 SuperCoach points. Absolute beast. He got a wicket, and then he ended up getting, we got to touch on their batting, 64 off 51.
Yeah, not bad.
The commentators were even questioning, they've pushed him up, because he usually batted at 5.
Well, they have to. There's no Inglis, there's no
Hardy yet.
No Hardy.
But I don't mind him at 3, because he's got such a good technique.
When those players come back, he's not.
Probably going to bat at 5, but.
No, bat at 6.
You reckon 6?
Because they'll have Hardy 3, Marsh 4, Inglis 5,
No, the Marsh won't play that much because of tests.
Yeah, true.
I'm taking out Marsh, but Inglis will play and Hardy will play. So he'd be for 5, I reckon.
5 or 6, yeah.
Anyway, he made 64 or 51. He was unbelievable. Some of the shots he was playing, he doesn't try to smack the crap out of it. He just got really good timing for the sixes and things like that. So he was really, really good and got a wicket as well. So he was perfect for Supercoach. I brought him in 15 minutes before the game started.
Very nice.
I got very lucky there, and he got the top score of 102. So that's very good. But then on the other side...
He didn't get the top score, you idiot.
Oh, who did?
Jai, 103.
Oh, at one point.
Switch on, mate.
You know what it would have been?
Lock in.
You know what it would have been? The bit of scaling, I reckon.
The old scaling.
I wrote him down. Of course, Jai, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. I forgot. 103.
103. I think if you don't mind.
Connolly was more influential than
who got man of the match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hand out the man of the match?
Of course, mate.
That's how Jai got it. Nah, he deserved it.
Mate, if I had the opportunity to hand a man of the match to Jai Richardson,
you might melt.
I would not be here right now. No way.
Yeah, that's your obsession is so
Come
good.
on the show, Jai.
Yeah, we'll get him on. We'll
do a one-on-one with me and Jai.
You won't be able to. You're like, excuse me, Mr. Richardson.
Mr. Jai.
Even though he's like, you're right. Oh no, he's not. He's a bit older.
He's 28. I think.
He's closer to my age. Yeah. What am I? 40 or something, you guys always say. The other side, Curran was really good as well. He got 100 points. I had him. I think you have him
I've
as
got
well.
him, yeah.
He's really good with the double game week. You have him in vice captain, Leo.
Yeah,
so
but I don't know if I can loophole. I need to do some magic.
You can trade, roll and
I can, but I don't know. Buckingham, I've been on Buckingham. I reckon he might play.
All right, if he plays, then yeah, that's all right.
I don't know. We'll see.
And then, so the other side of it, so we've talked about the Stars and the Scorchers, but then Big Bo Webster, BBW, Marcus's man. We only scored 19. Didn't bowl.
Why did he bat at 6?
Why did he bat at 6? I don't know. He didn't bowl.
Why didn't Stoinis bowl him?
And Stoinis didn't bowl himself as captain. And so that stuffs our Supercoach up a little bit.
Why? I don't understand why Webster didn't bat at 3.
No, I agree.
Webster's such a good batsman.
He's a great ball. He looked a bit shaky, a bit weird. We keep saying that, but he looked a bit off on the weekend. But then, Stoinis didn't bowl himself either. The commentators were like, Stars need a wicket here. Stoinis sometimes can go for a few runs, but he's a wicket, a genuine wicket taker.
Webster was honestly their best bowler last year.
Yeah. So that was a bit weird because they could have been in this game if I reckon they got a few wickets themselves. So the fact they didn't bowl is very annoying for Supercoach though, because you've obviously put them in there in the team as all-rounders. And their bowling's not very good, so they should get a bowl. Maybe later in the season they will, but not just yet.
Hopefully in this match week.
Hopefully when they play the next match. All right, that's the Scorchers versus Stars. Scorchers got the job done pretty easily. They're just flying. They're just impossible to beat at home during the regular season. Let's get into the next couple of nights. We've got the Sixers taking on the Renegades.
Here we go.
Leo's excited for the Renegades.
Let's go.
Here we go.
We're going into a brand new segment here, Stats Guy.
Are we?
Go the Tonk.
Go the Tonk.
So these are Supercoach, one player or two players we think are going to have a huge game. So I've come to this game here, and my Supercoach strategy is go big or go home. This is a very risky strategy.
No, I don't mind it.
I have Tim Seifert, Jake Fraser-McGurk, and Josh Brown, the likely top 3 for the Renegades.
So you probably need 2 of them to make runs for it to be worth it, correct?
To be worth it, yes. They're all very big or go home.
They are very up and down, yeah.
But I'm just predicting that the Sixers have a great bowling lineup, but I'm just predicting them to go huge. All 3 of them. I reckon all three make over 50, and I'm there with some Supercoach money going, how good's life.
Oh my God.
Nah, the Rooster, mate. Roost and Boost. That is my Supercoach name. I just keep saying it. He's the coolest man in the Big Bash.
He is pretty cool.
He's gonna bring Hawkball for the viewers that don't know. Look it up. Hawthorn Football Club, AFL. Vibes.
Okay.
To the Renegades. Seifert, bit worried about him, but we'll see what he can do.
And you've captained Fraser-McGurk as well.
At this stage, I probably should take Curran.
I don't mind that because it's a bit of a risk, but 128,000 as well for a guy of his caliber that shows they can dominate in the Big Bash. That's very cheap.
This is a very risky segment. Go the Tonk.
It is.
Sixers have a very strong bowling lineup, and these batsmen are all very hit and miss. I think just let's go.
I like it.
Get a bit of energy. Let's go. Come on.
I like it, Leo. You're going ballsy, but why not? It's the start of the Supercoach season. You gotta go hard to go home.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to it.
I feel like you're the most intense Renegades fan I know.
Wednesday show is going to be like,
and the Renegades got
they all made less than 10.
Oh, that would be very fun. No, I reckon Brown, first game, he loves a bit of pressure. I reckon he'll fire up.
He's the one that worries me the most.
Yeah, because Brown only gets 80.
He'll be like Finn Allen, 6 and then out.
Maybe, yeah.
But the Rooster, if there's one reason to watch the game tonight,
it's the Rooster.
It's the Rooster. And if you're playing BBL Supercoach, The one player I think you have to have is Jake Fraser-McGurk because you just get 20% more vibe.
Just more vibes.
You do.
Just because you get to watch him play.
You do, and he's in your team.
Yeah. All right. I like it. He's in my team for sure. I'm captaining Sutherland, as I mentioned on the other show, just because
I don't even have Sutherland. Whoop.
Oh my God. How do you not have the Chief? He was the best Renegades SuperCoach player last season. He's whole round.
Because I reckon the top order's just going to have a
if they all make 50, then he might not even bat. So that's a fair point. All right, there you go. So we're going to have a look at the Gades recruits in this one tonight. Obviously, they've got Josh Brown, top order. Leo's sweating on that for SuperCoach.
I'm literally sweating.
The Sixers are going to have the same team as they've had, I feel like, for the last 7 years. Just experience.
This is what's wrong with the Big Bash. Spice it up, the Sixers.
Yeah, but they win with that.
Why don't you trade on Reeks or something? I know he's a great player.
Captain, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's a great player. He's probably going to get you into finals, but you're just boring.
They are boring, yeah.
I don't want to see Sean Abbott in a pink top. Go to the Stars or something.
Change it up.
Go
on a hike.
I don't do something. Have a life.
I know what you're saying.
Ben Dorsh's, he's playing for the Sixers again.
Ben Dorsh.
Get him in a Heat Guernsey.
Yeah,
why not? Give us some excitement. This is the Sydney Sixers is what's wrong with the Big Bash. It is. They are what's wrong with the Big Bash.
At least the Scorchers have a lot of good young guys coming through. The Sixers, to be fair, the Sixers have, who do they have? A couple of young. Jack Edwards.
They got the Jaffa Chauhan.
Yeah.
He's like a unknown British import.
Yeah.
Sure. But like...
I
don't want to see James. Then they got James Vince every year.
Yeah, James Vince is boring.
Oh my God.
He's not making many runs.
And they're probably going to win tonight because I'm being too happy about the Renegades. And it's going to be such a boring Sixers win. If they're going to win, make 200.
All right.
Or they'll probably bowl the Renegades
At
out
least Steve O'Keefe's not playing anymore. I liked him, but that's very old.
It's going to be 20-35 and they're going to have the same team.
20-35. Sean Abbott's still open in the bowling.
And they're going to be deciding between Daniel Hughes and Curtis Patterson about at 3. It's like they're the same player. Just pick one. No one cares, Sixers.
This is the funniest.
Have a bit of fun.
Get around it. All right.
So boring.
I genuinely agree with that because Renegades have changed it up. To be fair, Hobart Hurricanes are the exact same. They haven't changed their team for about 8 years.
Honestly, Scorchers
Strikers are the same.
Strikers have been a little different. Renegades have changed it up this year. That's why I love them.
All right. I like it.
Last couple of years, they were boring.
Yeah. Your reasoning on that round was beautiful. I'm happy.
To be fair, the Heat changed it up last couple of years, and
and they won.
Yeah, now they're reaping the rewards.
That's true. Hopefully, that happens with the Renegades for you. All right,
should we do a quick tip?
Quick tip, yeah, why not?
I'm saying Gades, but I don't know.
Genuinely though, why are you saying Gades? Because they're a good batting lineup.
I just think they have a strong batting lineup. The bowling does enough, and I think it's because they've changed their team to a younger, exuberant team, and I think I could take it up to the Sixers.
You know what that's really handy for as well in the T20 is in the field.
Well, also the running between wickets
Running
as
between
well.
the wickets, yeah.
Because I think Renegades have been one of the worst running between wickets teams.
A lot of run-outs,
and you've got, no offense to these guys, but you've got Finchy, you've got Sean Marsh, you've got
older
Nick Maddinson. You've got even, John Wells is actually
Josh Brown isn't running between the wickets, but everyone else is.
But like Fraser McGurk can, Seifert, Harvey, all these guys can. So
good call.
Bit more fresh legs. I don't know.
I genuinely think the Gades might pass the Sixers on the ladder later in the season. But just because it's such a new team, I'm going the Sixers because they've got experience together.
I'm telling you, once the Gades get Jacob Bethel, once they get their hands on him, their hands on this kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's just clear up that.
They won't lose a game. Why do you have to make it weird?
Marcus isn't here. I was trying to help him out.
They will not lose a game with Jacob Bethel.
That's a big call.
I'm telling you right now.
Clip that one up.
They will not lose a game with Jacob Bethel.
Jeez. All right. That's a big call. So that means they're going to lose tonight.
He's the best British person ever.
The best British person, not just a cricketer, British person.
I know I have a British cousin.
Not a big fan. Does he watch this show?
No.
Oh,
I'll send it to him. Timestamp.
Timestamp this one. I'm going the Sixers as I said. I think the experience is going to take over.
Fair.
Gades could genuinely make a massive score, but
they could also not.
They could also not, and
very hit and miss.
So I reckon Sixers just a bit more reliable at the SCG. All right. Next one we're going to touch on for the last match before we get into the questions and fan comments. Thunder versus Strikers. Yeah. We said that the Thunder are going to be really crap this season and Marcus said the Strikers.
I changed my opinion.
I said that.
I still think they'll be bad, but...
Not like last is what you're saying. It's at Manuka Oval. So they play some of their games in Canberra. This one is in Canberra, 7:15. Few of the comments, which I actually might bring up one of these comments first because we're talking about the Thunder. On TikTok, at Harvey_2024 says, Warner and Bancroft will open. And he wasn't the only one that said that on our short where I said Constance probably will open. David Warner was talking up Constas. So
Constas might be at 3, maybe?
Maybe. So I think Harvey, that's why I read his comment out. So thanks for the comment on TikTok, Harvey. Just because it is a discussion. I forgot Bancroft was on that list. He's actually pretty good in T20 cricket, Bancroft.
Yeah.
Because he played really well for the Scorchers back in the day. I think
this is why I sort of changed my opinion on the Thunder. I still don't think they'll make finals, but they've got a really strong top order. Like Warner and Bancroft is very solid.
Oh, yeah.
Constas
could be good.
Is exciting.
Yep.
I just, Warner could carry, make half their score every game. Genuinely. And then their bowling, they've got a bit of variety. Sam's is expensive.
He gets wickets.
He gets wickets.
Yeah.
Green is a very good economical bowler. Like to see what Tanvir Sangha can do. Lockie Ferguson, I don't know if he's available for the first game.
Yeah, I think he is actually.
He's going to bring rapid pace. And then I think it's between McAndrew and the name escapes me.
That's all right. No, we'll find
But they all offer something different.
They do.
They all offer something different.
I just think there are a lot of mid players.
The lower order batting,
and
maybe
a
little bit subdued.
Yeah, we've said that a lot of times.
We have said that a few times. But I still think they'll be okay. I'm still leaning strikers though in this one.
Strikers just have stars. That's going to get confusing in the Big Bash. Can't say stars. They've got superstars. Literally got Matt Short has been the best Big Bash player the last 3 seasons. He's just unbelievable. He can open the bowling and the batting if he wants, and he'll
probably will open the bowling, won't he?
Mate, when he opens the bowling with spin, he always gets a wicket. He was averaging, I think, above 40-something runs last season. He's just an absolute freak. In terms of Supercoach, you got to pick him now. It was out of Hardy, those big names, Hardy and Short. Yeah. Although Short's 304,000, the most expensive player, you got to pick him. Especially if they're playing the Thunder first round. I think you got to have him in your team. But yeah, can he continue his form? That's what we've
I think so.
Matt Short, yeah.
Yeah, he's a superstar.
But he didn't play well for Australia.
He didn't, but that was a while ago now. It was a month ago.
Just got into Big Bash mode.
Yeah, he sort of...
Overton was really good.
He went back to Vic state cricket, didn't he? And played
That's right, yeah.
1 days there, didn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, he's really good. Overton's really good.
Speaking on Overton, if you want to go to
I'm happy to go that. Go the Tonk.
Go the
Tonk. Your little segment that we're bringing in, I'm going this one as well. Go the Tonk. Jamie Overton. He's my flexi player, so you can put that flexi player. I'm just putting him in there because I think you can bank him in for a big score because he bats and he bowls. He was the 3rd most points in the whole of the Supercoach League last year, which surprised me.
That was surprising.
People don't talk about him enough. He had 83 points last time he played against the Thunder, so that's a really, really good score. Anything above...
That is good form.
I'd classify anything above 50 or 60. I'd say 60 and above is a good score in a match. Would we say that? Because it's a bit different to AFL 60. Where you aim for
Depends
100.
on their price as well.
Yeah, but if I think he's 207,000, so a bit expensive.
His break-even might be a bit more than 60 though.
Yeah, let's have a look at his break-even. His break-even is 69. There we go. Great number.
You could get a 70 out of him.
You could get a 70, yeah.
What do you reckon he gets? Runs, wickets. Give me some stats.
I reckon he'll get 35 runs.
35?
Off 25 balls. 25 balls. He also comes in the striker. It comes into play with SuperCoach BBL. He'll get a catch, and then he'll get 2 wickets.
Is that short of the 70, though?
No, I reckon. No, it's well above 70.
This is go the Tonk. We're going for a huge score.
All right, fine.
I said every Renegades top order batter would make over 50.
Sorry.
The guy's bat with a 300 strike rate.
He's going to make 50. He's going to get 2 wickets. He's going to get a catch. How about
52 wickets and a catch. See, now I just feel like you're just saying it because I told you to.
Well, if he's going to make 35.
I don't feel like you believe that.
I actually do believe it.
Do you believe it?
I do. Because if he's going to make 35, he's going to make easily another quick 15. It's all right.
I don't think he believes it.
No, I do. I'm looking down the barrel. Jamie Overton. 100 Supercoach points. Go the Tonk on him. There we go.
No, I think you're telling porkies.
I reckon you're just also too biased towards Renegades anyway.
All my go the Tonks are going to be Jack
Rose gets 10 off 2, also 10 off 3, and then he's out. Anyway, so let's get a quick tip on this one before we finish off with the comments.
Just leaning strikers. I think they've got a bit more of a balanced team. I do think the Thunder have its strengths that can win this game. But it was the Thunder that got bowled out for 15 against the Strikers, right, 2 years ago.
Oh, it was. If that happens, that was the worst, one of the worst innings of all time,
Yeah, I just think, if the Thunder are going to win, it's going to be relying on Warner with the bat.
All season that's going to be the case, So that's why I'm leaning towards the Strikers. They've got batting depth. They've got a lot of young guys, even like Buckingham, that have been in really good form. All the young bowlers.
I wonder if he plays, though, Buckingham.
He might not play.
I know he's got a rib injury, but whether or not they go with Thornton over him. Wes Agar, that's the guy from Thunder I'm thinking
He's a good
of.
bowler, yeah. He was a really good bowler at the Strikers, actually, so now he's playing against his old team.
Bit expensive, but
gets wickets. Yeah. All right, I'm going the Strikers. I think they get the job done very easily. I do not rate the Thunder at all because, like you said, I think they might go okay in the top order and then they just fall away. So No chance of Thunder winning this one.
Yep.
There we go. And I can't wait for them and our next pod to go, oh, the Thunder won.
And just before we get to the fan comments, Nathan Lyon's out.
Oh, no. What are we going to do?
Siraj bowled him. Is he going to take the stump, Siraj?
Yeah, Siraj's going to scream in his face.
9 for 445 is our live score. Kerry 70 not out.
Nice.
And we'll get into the fan comments,
well
shall
done,
we?
Leo. Questions and fan comments. We'll start on YouTube. We've got a few guys that have been commenting on all of them. So very, very happy with that. I'm very happy with people subscribing, commenting and things like that. Keep doing that. At Andrew TE2157, he says, Travis.
He loves a comment.
Loves a comment. We've got a Pradeep as well as in there. He loves a comment. So we've got Travis Head is going to have to put the team on his back again.
Yep.
He said that on Friday. He absolutely did. He made 150. So good call by Andrew. He also said, I've seen some Indian fans speculate Sharma's captaincy and is to blame for the loss in Adelaide/New Zealand series. Would making Bumrah captain be an overreaction at this point? I'm saying yes. Maybe like midway through next year when they're sort of transitioning away from Rohit Sharma, because he's pretty old, isn't he?
Be mid-30s.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of an overreaction.
Was captaincy the reason they lost?
That's my point. I think most of the time you don't lose a cricket game because of captaincy. Captaincy is important, but you're not going to...
I think they just didn't have enough...
He's 37. He's 37.
They just had Bumrah from a bowling perspective.
Yeah.
It's not like they captained poorly. It was just...
People didn't lift.
Siraj didn't lift after the new ball.
Yeah.
Same with Rana.
Yeah.
Like Ashwin gave him donuts.
I think that is
Reddy wasn't ready.
Yeah. Reddy wasn't ready. Yeah, great call, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, good call.
That's what we do.
Yeah, but definitely an overreaction. I think so. People in India, especially cricket, just always go like, they'll be like, oh, we're the best team in the world. And then when they lose one, oh, we're the worst. Australia do it sometimes, but they do it to another level. So bit of an overreaction.
Sorry, you go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, Bumrah. Oh, you go. No, we don't talk over each other. Bumrah, though, even if he was captain, it didn't look like it affected him. Like, you know how some people take the captaincy and it puts more pressure? He still got wickets.
Yeah.
So I don't mind him captain maybe down the track, but not yet.
Let us know in the comments, from an Indian perspective, whether you want Sharma to stay captain or Bumrah to take
Might do a
over.
little poll.
Would you want Kohli back?
Yeah, the fact that Kohli's not captain doesn't sit well with me.
No, I think it's good with me.
He's their, like, if I look at their team, he's their main leader.
Yeah, but I think without the captaincy, he doesn't...
less pressure.
He's more chill.
And yeah, people think being captain of Australia used to be called as second to Prime Minister, but when cricket was a bit more popular. Do you remember that little saying? But imagine if you were the captain of India. Like, the pressure from a billion people.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be ridiculous.
They should give it to Siraj.
Definitely not. Definitely not. He's going to have a meltdown on the field. Next one at Pradeep Kumar. He's commented a lot of times, Pradeep, UE1FS. He says, Australia need their batsmen to stand up because Head cannot bail them out all the time.
Good pun.
Good little pun there, yeah. Bail them out. He's right. Steve Smith stepped up. Carey has stepped up in this inning. So he's called that. And although we can't rely on Head every time, at the moment we almost can. Like every second.
We shouldn't.
We shouldn't. But if he's making 150, it's all good. Don't worry about it. And then he says, if India bats more than 50 overs, Marsh and Lyon have the onus on them to bowl economically or else the game flips to India.
Yeah, fair.
Fair?
I don't think they can. That's the thing. Lyon could take wickets, but I don't think he's going to be economical. Marsh
no, the way, especially Pant goes after him. And
Pant goes after him. Sham probably will.
Yeah.
Jaiswal will.
Marsh is usually pretty economical, but he didn't bowl much.
He won't be economical against
reckon?
Pant. Or
no one really is, I guess.
Already even.
Yeah.
They'll take it to him.
True.
It's a good point.
Yeah, no, good point. Last one.
This is also a good point.
This is a very funny point. Harsh Singh, he says, Leo looks like a high Stoinis.
Yep, just on my high horse.
Yeah, your high horse.
Especially after Jai's innings.
You're taking that pretty well. Is there anything comparing to Stoinis? Big puppy, average size puppy over here.
Big puppy to
is that a compliment to you?
I think that's a compliment.
Even if he's saying you're high?
Thank you, Harsh. Wait, what's his name? Harsh Singh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're taking that as a compliment?
I'll take it as a compliment.
Okay. And there's some other ones that we'll read out on the next show when Marcus is back because there's some that reference him, which is pretty funny as well.
Nice. And just quickly, look at the screen, stats guy.
Oh, we're out.
We're all out. Carey ended up going out then.
You couldn't read, you couldn't script that. We've literally about to finish the show. Australia 445.
Oh, no way.
No, is it? I wasn't that excited. I just meant we're finishing the show. Australia all out on 445. I don't think India can make that.
I think they can. What about my big call? I said both teams make over 350. But I also said India win.
Well, they still
Work
could.
Out one out.
They still could, but it's very unlikely.
India bowled out for 350. Australia bowled out for 50. India chased down.
550, Australia.
Oh,
jeez.
Lock it in.
I really hope that doesn't happen. No, but you got to factor in a Travis Head 100 in there somewhere.
Nah, he's going to get injured in the field.
Oh, don't say that. You can't say, oh, that's horrible. I'm calling it. That is before Leo jinxes Australia.
Stumps.
That's Stumps for the Cricket Today show. Thanks to TABTouch. We'll continue to do this show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be back on Wednesday for a test wrap. Hopefully, no more rain delays and things like that. Marcus will be back. The People's Champ.
Willie.
I don't know why I called him the People's Champ.
Why'd you call him that?
I don't know.
He's not going to make us see the end of that now.
I know. Yeah, if he actually watches this show.
Idiot.
So get right around the show. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to build us. I just absolutely butchered that. Trying to build our subscribers to over 3K.
Go slow. You don't need to go fast.
I'm just trying to end this show. It's a bit hot.
Why?
Now. We had a fire before.
Fun.
No, it was a fake fire drill. It's really hot. I'm rattled. Send in any questions in the comments on all the socials. Leo's putting up so many social posts, so get around in the comments on that. We'll read out the comments on the show as we always do. All right. Thank you very much, Leo.
Thank you.
Thank you. No worries. Thank you, Gerald, behind the camera.
And thank you, Jai Richardson.
Thank you, Jai Richardson. Hopefully, thank you, Josh Brown, tonight.
I love Jai Richardson.
And thanks, TABTouch. Got the touch? Download TABTouch today. That's another episode of Cricket Today done. We're out. What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.